Hey, how's it going? This is Pops. This is another 7 Days to Die video. And I'm taking a little break from my POI Flipper series because a couple of days ago I came across this really awesome YouTube video from a creator called Jonal Sobrevive. I hope I pronounced that right. I hate to butcher someone's name, but anyway, this creator came up with an AFK, 99.9% AFK horde base sitting on the ground. And I haven't done a ground level horde base in like 10 years. All my horde bases have been elevated. And this place has a really low profile. And the trick to this guy's base is he's what he did was he dug this pit down to bedrock. And so when your zombies pass through here, they get knocked off and they fall all the way down to bedrock, and it just takes them, forever to do anything after that. So they're pretty much out of your way. I have not tried this out on a horde night, but I've generated huge screamer farms, and killed hundreds and hundreds of zombies this way. And it was pretty much AFK. I almost didn't have to lift a finger, almost never, which is kind of fun. And so the difference between my base and the creator that came up with this was he had a missing block here in the middle where the zombies would think that they could get across and then would just walk and fall through. When I removed my middle block, they stopped pathing through and they started coming around and doing this kind of stuff. So instead, I couldn't figure out what the difference was. Maybe it's the distance, or I don't know what I did wrong. But anyway, I'm maxed out on robotics inventor, and so I just put a couple of turrets here and some electric fences, and nothing gets through here. These guys pass, one at a time on this little narrow pole, and nobody makes it. Nobody makes it. I get like I said, it's like less than a percent of zombies that actually get through. But then, God, I hope I say this right. Sobrevive. In Spanish, that means, or I mean in English, that translates to survives or to survive. And so I dedicated this video and this base to that content creator, Jonal Sobrevive. And so this is for you, buddy. So he suggested that once you get your horde base in place, that you could just have a chill area behind it, and it would not be in any danger. So like I said, normally I have my crafting bases and my horde bases like pretty separate. Um, I usually don't like to risk having them together, but this place is absolutely like foolproof. And it's because of these plates right here. And I'm playing in 2.6, so I don't know if they've patched these yet in 3.1, but this is a G Portal server I've got heavily modded, and it works really well, so I'm not interested in 3 point anything right now. But this plate facade 01, this part right here, zombies do not want to walk on it, and it messes up with their pathing and makes them just want to get off of it as soon as possible. And so these spike fences that I put in are actually unnecessary. I'm not ready for you yet. We'll get to you. Don't worry. You'll get your chance. Oh, there's another one over there. This base generates a lot of screamers. But I'm not ready for you. Okay. So like I was saying, these fences are just decorative. They're totally unnecessary. The zombies would not path across these. I made them triple thick, which is probably one layer more than you need. And so the fence is just decorative, as you can see. There's no fence here, and the zombies will not path there. And so then I just went ahead and I made myself an entire base based on Jonal Sobrevive's idea. And you can see it's pretty, it's pretty compact. But I've got everything that I need here, and I've got a lot of mods. So if you guys are interested in any of these mods, you want to get linked to them, just let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can help you out. This is Scripps Gourmet. These traps, and they provide you with trapped animals, deer, boar, chickens that you can slice up and eat. And then back here I've got the Oak Raven Fish Farm, where you can grab fish. Station here, and then over here, this is also Scripps Gourmet. These are salmon. Snag those and cook with them. So I just made myself a little, just raising my own salmon back here in this little thing. And then I've got chicken coop where you can get eggs and feathers, and beehive, get honey, all mods, Oak Raven mods. Yeah, I've got a weed growing mod, so I'm growing some pot plants. Got like a little workstation there to like make joints and stuff. And then this blue stove over here and this butcher block table, these are all part of Scripps Gourmet, where you can, you know, cut up the food that you catch and turn it into ingredients that you can then come over here and cook with. And then this is a fermenting barrel. It makes alcohol out of like cheap materials that you have, like corn, water, blueberries, and this is extremely valuable material to the trader. It takes a super long time to make one, and then you can make cocktails with these bottles of alcohol, and the cocktails sell for like 500 dukes a piece. It's insane. So it's really a duke making scheme. Okay, and then I've got my Oak Raven rock drills because I hate to mine. And so I just like these guys to do all the mining for me. And then, of course, I've got my dew collector. Oh, I don't have that set up right now. I have to get that set up. And some crops back here. Let's drop down for a second. And then there's plenty of room for your vehicle. And it's well protected. The zombie force field, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, there's my lawn tractor. This is a great mod, by the way. Here, let me fly again. I use that to mow all the grass around the edges of the property. Now you can do that by putting down, you know, shapes and picking them back up, but that's not as much fun as riding a lawnmower and hearing the grass get cut as you drive over it. So this is the OBC lawn tractor. I highly recommend it. Very relaxing. All right, then the bathroom to this place is here. Oops, didn't do that. This is one for a ride. I was trying to open that door. Okay, so the bathroom has, you know, a couple of toilets, water, and then these work. That's Oak Raven 2, I believe. Or no, it's UVBI, the name of that mod. Again, if you're interested in any of these mods, just hit me up in the comments. These towels are part of that same mod. Okay. Oops, didn't do it again. Close that door. Oh my god, third time. Third time's a charm. I really just wanted to close that door. Okay. So, this is the zombie pathing. They just funnel in through here quite reliably. They want nothing to do with any of that. When the junkies knock them over there, they immediately like take the most direct route to get off of it, which is right back here again. And then they eventually they just fall down here, and I don't ever see them again. Some of the bigger ones, the rock throwers, don't fit real well. I think Jonal Sobrevive made his pit longer. I think that might be the problem with mine. It's a little bit too boxy. You should more rectangular. But it works. It works fine. Like I said, the rock throwing zombies take a while to actually fall down there because they're so big. But it doesn't really matter. This place is beefy. And I've got electric fences. So junkie will knock you off if you get this close, and then the of course. I've got a crisscross applesauce, so they work really well. And so the way onto the base, this is so weird for a horde base. You just like literally just do this, and you're in your horde base, and it's pretty incredibly safe up here. I've got shotgun turrets to take care of anybody. Eventually, like that. When I say 99.9%, I mean that eventually one or two will get up this ladder, and then these shotgun turrets just take care of it. They take care of any birds that happen by. I've got my dew collector up here. I'll show you the apartment down below, but this is a little sleeping bag area. Got storage. Cement mixer. You've got your power. There's your chemistry station, protected by bars, spitters. Campfire. Also, all this stuff is all protected by bars, spitters. And then, if you're wondering what this smoke is, if you look down in the apartment, you can see on the floor there, somebody's got a joint burning in the ashtray, and the smoke is blowing up into this fan and coming out right here. So let's go downstairs and check it out. Yeah. So here's your joint that somebody left burning, and it's blowing up into that fan like that. Watch. I like that. Okay, so this is the living room. This is the chill area. You can play 7 days. Got a couple of favorite weed plants in here for picking, and coolers full of soft drinks. And then if you want to play a stand-up console game, and it has this cool music that I'm just going to make playing if you like. Turn it up for a moment. Turn off my light. And then behind the couch you got some art. You got your 7 Days to Die happening in here. Getting ready to play 7 days. Lots of storage. This is how I solved some of the storage issues. These are not cloud storage, unfortunately, so you have to like look for stuff if you put it in here. Come up with cloud storage. Don't show up with graphic containers. Okay, and then I've got a little privacy curtain here. And here's the bar where you can keep all your liquor. And then I've got 2 hatches here. This one, those are forges. That's Oak Raven's forges, and they're 1 by 2. So they're 1 wide and 2 tall. So I've got 2 forges. And then down here, I've got the Oak Raven drill press and the ammo recycling center. So that's a couple of workstations. There's a couple of workstations there. And then got a little bit of art here on both sides of this curtain. That's your chicken. And then, oh, there's another storage there, also not shared. And then here's your door. And get to your fighting position if you feel like it, or if you have to every once in a while. So you've got 3 positions. This one on the left, this one on the right, and this one in the middle. And so 3 people could fight in here comfortably. And every once in a while, a zombie gets through here. They squish through. But it doesn't happen very often. But they do. It does happen. So you got to keep that in mind. And then you can just sit and watch. Mostly you could just sit and watch. lights are not on. I'm gonna go get my lights on. Lights unlighted. Run out of batteries or something. Oh, just gotta turn them on. Duh. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Okay, just for fun, I'm gonna go into fly mode so that we can see what's going on in this pit. So as you can see, it goes. Oops, that's bedrock right there. So here we are. This is where they fall. And then you pretty much never see them again. They knock around in here, beat on stuff, and then they despawn eventually. Oops. All right, so let's give a demonstration. I'm just going to come up and I'm not going to do a horde night. I'm just going to generate some screamers. Actually, just going to leave my three for now. Okay, let's see. F6, I believe. Let them scream. I'm just gonna hang out. Pressure. You got your arm knocked off. Your arm's off? No, it isn't. It's just been a scratch. It's only a flesh wound. They didn't scream. Let me try again. Hey, you know what? What I'll do is I got a better idea. We'll just create the horde. Pass the horde. Watch a little bit. hit, buddy. Oh. So here's one of those occasions where the decides to stop there. However, my shotgun turrets take care of it. So no biggie. Still kind of AFK, right? Let's do some more. Oh, we got the rock throwers. So those guys are big, and they have trouble. Anyway, here he goes. Oh, a lot of times they don't like to get out. They're so big, they try to get them in the right And then, you know, these blocks aren't getting very much damage. I got all the important stuff upgraded to steel. And so let's just generate one more horde. And then we're going to just watch TV. Alright, we'll just let them do their thing. Going on out there, but I'd rather be in here. You know? Got my game going with my headphones on, so I can ignore that shit. And just chill out in my AFK, almost AFK work base. Alright, that's it for this episode, guys. We'll see you next time.